What's up, guys? If you can hear me, I'm going to be live in just a few minutes. Going to be talking about the big liquor zone drop. Trying to do an Instagram live and a YouTube live at the same time. So will this work? Will it not? Stick around for just a minute. I'll be live in like just a few seconds here. If you're in the chat, let me know. Let me know if you have any questions about the drop. And if you're on Instagram, I'd love to know if you can hear me because, it's my first time trying to do an Instagram live while I do a YouTube live. So yeah, it's all new to me. So let's give this a try here and let's go ahead and go live here. What's up, guys? Hope everybody's having a beautiful Thursday night. Can you smell that? That's the weekend, guys. That is the weekend. Jimmy Nuno, thank you for being here, Jimmy. Cheers to you on this Thursday. If you're like me and you've had a week and you can start smelling that Friday, you're just hankering. That's a Texas word, hankering to get to the weekend. So that's me. I'm normally here with my friend Mac. I'm carrying the load tonight, though, because talking about a local event here in good old Pearland, Texas. A good friend of mine that runs a store. Been a customer of his for many, many years. Good old Pete. He is having a big drop. And so that drop is going to be on July 12th. And so we're excited about it. I've had the opportunity to pick 7 different barrel picks with him. And just to be specific, we did a couple of those we did at the distillery. We did the Still Austin pick there at the Barrel House at Still Austin. Pretty cool opportunity, experience, all those kind of things. Also did a barrel pick at Good Times in Kentucky. And so going to talk about that a little bit. But also tonight, I'm going to tell you guys about the actual, allocations too. So we've been talking a lot about the store picks you have to buy. But also going to talk about the allocations. I know they've been posted on Facebook and probably a few other socials, but would love to know which ones do you want? Which ones are you going after? Had a chance to go on the store yesterday. Pete showed me some new stuff he's got that I don't think's on the list. There's some surprises too that's coming for the drop, so that's kind of cool. But in the meantime, let me know if you're sipping on anything, if you're enjoying any whiskeys. Jimmy, it's going to be your first time. Awesome. Come seek me out, Jimmy. I'm going to be there. I've got a 15-foot trailer smoker that I'm going to take up there, so I won't be hard to find. We're going to throw a brisket on the pit. We're going to hang out, have some pours. I'm spending the night, not because I need to or want to. Well, I should say I want to. I want to hang out with some people that I'm friends with, the Houston Basement Dwellers. Some of my folks are going to come out. But hey, if you're not in that group, come hang out. Come hang out with me. Hey, what's up, Heavy Arms? Welcome into the stream, buddy. Appreciate you being here. I got a new mic set up here, so let me know how I'm sounding. I think it looks like it's working pretty good. I'm also streaming over to Insta, so I should be live on Insta as well. But the funny thing about on Insta, it doesn't show. Let's see here. How do I make Instagram? Funny enough, it doesn't show me over there. If you guys are on Instagram and you can't see me, I'm not sure why. I thought that I should be, kind of streaming over there. It looks like it's just the drop day picture. But guys, if you can't see me over there, I am on YouTube. If you're on Insta, where you can actually see the pics, you can see me. You want to come on over to YouTube at Hack and Mac. It's our YouTube. Also, if you're not subscribed, guys, would love for you guys to come over and subscribe. We're on a mission to get to 500 subscribers. So we're currently setting around 150. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed so far. I have zero intention of trying to get YouTube rich or famous. That's not what I want to do. Surprise live stream. Surprise, Matthew. Hey. I'm trying to do an Instagram live and a YouTube live. I don't know if it's going very well over there. Oh, you can see and hear me too. Awesome. Thank you, Yago. I can hear and see you here too. Awesome. Then if you can hear and see me on Insta, you don't have to come to YouTube. But it's my first time, guys, live streaming to both. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Oh, Harold. Hey, Harold, thank you. So Harold, friend of mine from Louisiana, he could not be at the drop. He's in the Bruzel Club with me. Drove all the way from Lake Charles today to pick up a couple of bottles early. He got a couple of the good times. You're welcome, Harold. I didn't finish. What I was trying to say, guys, is that the reason we're trying to get to 500 subscribers is that is the point at what YouTube starts to monetize. Now, I don't need the money. I don't want the money. But what I do want to do is I want to take every dime and I want to start investing in doing barrel picks as a group with everybody that's a part of this Hack and Mac deal. So at some point, we get enough followers or enough subscribers. Maybe we do a Patreon, maybe we don't. Maybe we just make the Patreon free, because all I want to do is get enough dollars together to where a bunch of us can go do barrel picks, because it's just so much fun, right? And if we have a stake in the barrels, then we can pick different stores that we want to distribute through. We can get our own online store. There's a lot of places we can go with this, but I'm hoping that you guys are excited about that and will help us along this journey. We've got a long way to go, and we're just getting started. And but anyway, tonight, thanks, Matthew. Looking good. I appreciate it. Matt's going to be out there at Liquor Zone, so that's awesome. So let me just tell you guys a little bit about what's going on at Liquor Zone, because now we're getting a few folks in here. And tonight I'm sipping on this bad boy right here, which is the Pursuit Double Oak. This happens to be a tobacco stave version that is absolutely delicious. So we're I'm gonna have a 15-foot trailer smoker. So if you're coming out there and you're looking for me, look for the smoker. I probably won't be far away. We're gonna throw a brisket on the pit. We're gonna cook it all night. Maybe we throw a little sausages on. Maybe we throw, I don't know. Pete's got some, I don't know. I think he called it tiki chicken. I'm not sure. I'm probably screwing that up. But Pete's Indian, so he only eats chicken. So he's got some chicken I'm going to throw on the smoker for Pete. But Pete's going to be setting up most of the night. And so if you need some help setting up tables, we'll give him some help, whatever. And just have some fun. So we're going to smoke some barbecue, hang out by the pit, just have a good time, throw our spots in line, and just, talk whiskey. Let's just going to have some pours in the parking lot. We'll try to keep it on the down low so it won't get in any trouble. But I'm going to bring out pretty much everything you see here. So anything that is part of the drop, if you want to sample, come see me. Come see me. I'm overly generous and kind with my whiskey, as a lot of you guys know. But come hang out. We're gonna have a good time. So I'm gonna get there sometime after work tomorrow. Shutting down the office around 5. Got to go pick up a few things, pick up some more wood and maybe a few supplies. And I'm gonna find a good spot and come find the smoker. Come hang out. And so we're gonna hang out all night, have some whiskey, have some pours, and have a good time. So if you're following me on Instagram, our YouTube is at Hack and Mac. Would love to have you join there too. That would be awesome. But it's my first time going live on Insta, so hopefully it's working out well. If we have any problems, just let me know. But sounds dope. Awesome. Come see us. Come hang out, man. I'm an easygoing dude. I like to have a good time. I like to talk whiskey, and I've had the opportunity, like I said earlier, to do 7 different picks. So we'll give you guys a shot real quick of some of these, right? So you've got, I feel like I'm doing one of those shopping network things, but here's this bad boy. The Garrison Brothers was one of the first ones we did. I've been putting work in on this. And this Garrison Brothers is 132 proof, 132.8. It's not as leather forward as some of the other Garrison Brothers I've had. I think it's a pretty smooth operator, and I enjoy it. I like my Garrison Brothers when I'm a little deeper into my pours at night. So, but it's a really good one. We've got the Old Forester, which I did not have a hand in this one. Pete picked this one, but this one happens to be from Warehouse I Floor 4. It is 130 proof, and I have cracked it. It's got a brown sugar kind of note. And if you guys want some full notes, I have another YouTube video where I went through every single one of these picks, did a speed run in about 20 minutes. So if you want to check out that video, I go into detail on all of these picks. The only one I don't think I had at the time is actually this Pursuit pick right here. So I'll give you some notes on that one. How about we do that? I'll do some notes there. I am going to get to the allocations, though. I'm going to share those in a minute so that if you didn't get the memo, if you weren't on Facebook, I'm going to share the allocations, what I know he's dropping, and also a few surprises. I saw some of those yesterday. So hang out with me for a little bit, and we'll talk about those. But yeah, this Pursuit with the tobacco stave, and it's got a fantastic sweet fig nose, and I just can't get over how inviting it is. It's like it's wrapped in fig leaves. Oh yeah, man, it's so good. It's got that double oak thing with Pursuit, where it's got the hazelnut. It's got a little tad, a bit of chocolate, but it goes right into just a slight that fig continues and it gets a little more intense. And when fig gets more intense for me, it turns into a sweet tobacco. So a lot of times, and again, this is just me on the nose. When I get that fig, it generally makes me think, oh, there's going to be some tobacco on this, and there is, and it's a sweet tobacco though, and that's that tobacco stave vibe that it's got. And I've shared this before. I'll slide this one over here, and we'll go to the bottle can. There's a little code, guys, on these where you can right there. You'll be, I don't know, it's too blurry, but at the very end of that little code, there's a TB, and that's what tells you that one's a tobacco stave. The finish on this bad boy is so interesting. I'm going to do it one more time just so I can really speak to the finish. Yeah, the finish is where I get the caramel. And I was saying this the other day, the nougatiness, which I just made that word up, and I think I'm going to use it all the time. But like a nougat, like a nutty nougat kind of thing, and it just evens out. It's just so it's a great pour. Like I've done a couple of these Pursuit Double Oak picks now, and I'm in love with this one. I think it came out of the bottle better. I remember in the store, it was Wes and me and Caleb. Shout out to my basement dweller homies. We had to go in and do a pick. Pete was out of town, and so his wife was kind enough to come to the store, and we did this pick in store. And I remember thinking it was good, but I thought that the CB, the creme brulee, was better. Right now, I'm going to tell you guys, like I am getting better vibe from this tobacco stave than I did that one. They're both great picks. Both great picks. I mean, there's not one that's better than the other. I think it's just going to come down to if you're feeling cigar blends. Like I've been feeling some cigar blends lately. Ever since I got a hold of that Tanager up there, I've been on the hunt for more cigar blends. And this is what this gives you. It gives you this cigar blend vibe. Yeah, that's what I get off of that. Absolutely. So Wes just joined. Hey, Wes, this is your pick, buddy, and it's fantastic. It's really, really good. Hey, Brad, good evening. Welcome in. Just doing a little impromptu deal, getting everybody ready for the big Liquor Zone drop, July 12th. Going to hang out the night before. So hopefully you guys come and hang out and have some pours with me. Yeah, so this one is great. He went up on the price a little bit, which I wasn't too happy about, but you know, I mean, he's probably going to get it. It's a little around $90, somewhere around there, but it's a great pick. And also you're getting tickets, and I haven't talked about that, and I should talk about the tickets, right? So I'm going to pull up the notes so I don't screw this up, because if I do, Pete will be mad. But basically, he's going to do a thing where with a store pick, you get a raffle ticket. And so for every store pick, you get a raffle ticket. That raffle ticket will put you into a drawing for the allocations. So I'll talk about what those allocations are in a minute. And then for every $50 you spend on the regular store items while you're in the store, you get another ticket, is what I understand. So say if you spend $100 in store, say you bought a $100 bottle, but you also bought one of the store picks, you should get 3 tickets, is the way I understand it works. So it's going to be a good time, man, and we're excited about it. Hey, Brad, I wish you lived closer too, man. You need to get down here and have fun with us. Brad, if there's any of these picks left, if we go through and they've got some of these extra ones left, and you want some of these picks, get in my Discord. Get in my Discord. Hey, Tim. Yeah, surprise live. I'm trying to get everybody excited for the Liquor Zone drop tomorrow, and just said, hey, what the hell? I'm also dual streaming. I'm live on Instagram and I'm live on YouTube, and I think it's working, which is a miracle, but I think it's working. Oh, hey, Jeff Durant, you're going to try to make it. Come, Jeff, come meet me. If I haven't met you before, come out, say hi, introduce yourself. I'm an easygoing dude. I want to meet everybody that comes out. So yeah, Brad, if there's any left, hit me up, and you want one for the price of shipping, we'll figure it out, right? YouTube, you did not hear that. YouTube, you did not hear that. But yeah, we'll figure it out, Brad. If there's some left and you want one sent to you, I'm sure I can work that out. I'm sure I can. So anyway, so let's talk a little bit about some of the, and I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm going to see if I can do this live. This may get interesting. But I'm going to see if I can do this live. This will be, let's see, add source. No, that's not what we want. That's not what we want, people. See if I can do this live. I should have set this up beforehand. This is amateur hour. I apologize, but I am going to try to add a window here. Let's see if we can get it in here. We may or may not be able to. I don't know. If I can't get it in here, I will speak to it. Try this. Yeah. Look, I can. All right, give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna get this going over here. I'm gonna put this up over here. If you're on YouTube, you can probably see it. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit bigger. What she said. Yeah. So let's talk about the pics a little bit. Look, I did do it. That's awesome. Yeah, I did do it. Let's talk about. So I ran through all the picks that I helped do, right? And again, I've got a YouTube video out. Go check it out. Give me some views. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe. Please help us out. Yeah, Jimmy, that CB pick, it is Snickers in a glass, isn't it, brother? That last Pursuit Double Oak, I 100% agree. It was a banger, absolute banger. So hopefully you guys can kind of see here. I'm going to run through. Oh wait, it is showing up on Insta. Okay, cool. I can show you guys on Insta. You don't have to look at me. That's awesome. So I talked with you guys about the picks that I helped do, but there's some that my guy Laz at That Suburban Guy. If you're on Instagram and you want a really great follow, he's a great dude. Laz at That Suburban Guy. You can find him on Insta. He helped do some picks of these. He helped do some rare characters. He's got a rare character 7-year rye and a 9-year bourbon that has his name on it that he picked that I've had the bourbon. It's fantastic. And I will tell you, Laz makes good picks. So if you're looking for a rare character and you haven't had one, check out his Insta too, because he's posting almost every day about his rare characters and what he's picked. And so go check those out, because I think they're really great. So that's going to be at the drop. Also at the drop, the pecan pie rye. Did full video on this. It is, for those of you that live in Houston, you know. This is the best way I know to describe this pick simply, is if you go over to Taste of Texas. Sorry, it left me for a minute. The Taste of Texas. They have a bourbon pecan pie that'll knock your socks off, and that's what's in this glass. That bourbon. That, even when Matt and I, we were at, and shout out Matt for going to Good Times with me. When we were there, I was like, that is bourbon pecan pie from Taste of Texas, and that is exactly what you get. I think the Amberana on this was like 4 or 5 days. So people that say, oh, it's got an Amberana finish, I don't want you to be scared, because it's light Amberana, and it just gives you a touch of cinnamon. So if you think about, like, I'm not a chef, but I love to cook, right? And when you're making a pecan pie, you just want to put just a little dash of cinnamon in that, and that's what this has. And it's a 95.5 rye, and it's just fantastic. And I know that here in Houston, there was another store that had some Good Times that dropped today, and they looked delicious. They looked great, and I'm sure they're going to do great with theirs. The difference in what we have here, and it's, I'm sure those picks are just as great. We actually took a trip to the distillery, and on our YouTube, you can see there's a full Cox Creek distillery tour that we did. If you want to go watch that and see us, Matt, myself, Mac, Tim, another friend of mine, We were all there at Good Times. We spent a good 4 or 5 hours there and made sure that we got to taste a lot of whiskey, but we also made sure we picked one of the best picks we could. So that store, I think they had picks sent to them. Doesn't mean they're better. Doesn't mean they're worse. I'm not trying to rag on anybody, but I can stand behind these picks personally because I went to the distillery and made them. And so they're fantastic. So that pecan pie, the blueberry maple, a lot of people are going to say, hack, blueberry, what? It's blueberry on the nose, but then you don't really get a ton of blueberry after that. It is such a smooth, nice, even pour. We had a finish blind with 8 of us the other night, last month, and it won our finish blind because it's just the whiskey shines through it, and it's just amazing. Hey, thank you, Ted. Ted, thank you for the sub. I really mean that, Ted. We're on a mission to try to get to 500, and your sub means the world to me, buddy. I just can't really say thank you enough. I appreciate you subbing to us. So I'm gonna kind of, let's do this. I'm going to move this over here for right now. You guys had a chance to see some of those pics on Instagram. You can see me again now, I think. But, oh, hey, I'm jumping in over here as well. Appreciate you being here. Oh, Pete lets you try a sample at the store. This scoop, agree? Yeah, hey, they're good. You guys that are on Instagram, if you want to follow us on YouTube, that'd be awesome. At Hack and Mac is where we're at Hack and Mac. Appreciate you guys being on this live, tuning in. They are both ryes, Jimmy, and I'll tell you a story about that if you want. Do you want to hear a story about the ryes, Jimmy? If I'm talking too much and y'all just want me to shut up, let me know. But it's usually I have Mac here, so I can kind of depend on that. But the reason, Jimmy, we went with 2 ryes is we kept trying to find a bourbon that was just as good as the ryes, and the bourbons are good, but not as good as the ryes. I'll be honest. The ryes, to me, take the finish a lot better. There's something about the age, and there's something about a higher rye content. And there's probably a chemistry lesson in here that I don't know in whiskey that allows those ryes to really pair well with the blueberry, the maple, and all the other pieces. So that's we searched, and I'm not gonna lie to you. We had a discussion at the distillery, and Matt probably remembers this. I know Mac does. Matt, I should call him Matthew. His name is Matthew. I need to call him Matthew. I shortened his name too much. I'm sorry, Matthew. I will call you Matthew. So one of the things that we talked about is like, do we pick 2 ryes? Because it's like, are people gonna, not care for the ryes? But yeah, we did, man. We went in because the ryes just took the finish better. This blueberry maple, one really kind of cool story about it is when we were talking to Josh there is both of the barrel heads were maple barrel heads that they toasted. So on here, it will say it's a new toasted American white oak. And so the toasted is actually on the barrel heads. So they took the maple barrel heads, toasted them, and let them get good and hot and put them back on the barrels. So once that whiskey sloshed around in there, that maple really comes through. And it's, I've tried some other maple finish stuff, and I will tell you, Good Times has the maple down. Like they know what they're doing with the maple. And hey, these are not serious whiskeys. They're fun whiskeys, And one of the things we talk about on our channel all the time is whiskeys should be fun. So Good Times is exactly what you'd expect. They're fun. They're just fun. Won't knock you for that comparison on the CWL. Oh, yeah. Is CWL, is that Cypress? Yeah, so Cypress today, they released 3 Good Times. They look delicious. They look fantastic. Their tater stickers were awesome. Like great tater stickers. They did a fantastic job with that. I just want people to know the difference. It's not like their picks can be just as good. But I spent 4 hours at Good Times tasting whiskeys. Now, we also got into some container whiskey, and Tim, a friend of mine that is from Indiana, will tell you right now about that container whiskey. It is something special. They're doing all of their experiments back in the containers, and they are fantastic, guys. So they're great. They're great. But I think one of the ones that went to Cypress, if you want to go grab, I don't know if they sold out or not, Eric, you can let me know. If they didn't, I think they did a Mexican double oak, a Mexican vanilla double oak, which those are great. They're fantastic. But Pete at Liquor Zone, he's got one on order coming that will be, I think, a couple of months out that Josh is actually doing custom for him. and he's doing uh, a Mexican vanilla double oak finished in a WLW barrel. Yes, finished in a WLW barrel. So how interesting is that going to be? It's going to be super fun. But what I love is that Cypress is, a good hour from me in Pearland. So the folks on the north can have good times. The folks on the south can have good times. All of Houston's gonna have good times, baby. We're having good times all over the city. So I love it. I love to see good times dropping in our area, and I'm excited about it. Jimmy said, "I hear the whiskey doesn't get washed out with the flavors, well, the rye at least." Yeah, Jimmy. I have to agree with that comment. I'm gonna put these over here, guys, a little bit, but also because this pursuit is so damn good, I gotta get it. I gotta get another pour. This is I love this pick. As you can see, I'm doing work on this bad boy, and I got it like 2 days ago. This is not good. Hacks may have to buy me a second. I'm gonna need a backup. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Matt says he's not a blueberry guy at all, but he loved the it's good. It's really, really good. But shout out to Cypress Wine and Liquor, or I think that's what they're called, up on the north side. I haven't been to that store before, but I know they do a lot of cool stuff. If you live up on the north side, go check it out. Go see if they've got any of those good times left. Sorry guys, I gotta get a sip in here. I'm just talking nonstop. It's good. I love this pursuit pick. I love it. So talking of finishes, this is the last good times pick that we did. And I want it to be super clear on this one, just so that everybody kind of understands what this is. This is actually, I've been streaming for 30 minutes. Holy shit. I need to go faster, I guess. But I don't know if you can see, I'm going to switch you guys to the bottle cam real quick. That is an old Zach that's been aged for 11 years. And most of you are going, what in the hell is an old Zach? Yeah, most people don't know what an old Zach is. But this happens to be Knob Creek whiskey, 11 years old. So just short of the 12-year Knob Creek 12, which, as you know, is one of my favorite pours. If you watched our last live, you saw me go on and on about that Knob Creek 12. This is 120 proof, old Zach. And the special thing about this one, guys, this was finished in a buff turkey barrel. And if anybody wants proof of that, I have an actual picture. I don't have it ready for the stream, but I've got an actual picture of the label of the barrel that's got both names on the barrel label, Buffalo Trace and Wild Turkey. So this is basically just short of a 12-year Knob Creek finished in a buff turkey. That's what this is. So it's just interesting. It's just interesting. It's different. I will tell you, we picked both of our good time picks, and then we picked this one third. So was the palate shot? Were we just having a good time? I don't know. This one's going to be a little pricier because of the finish in that buff turkey, but it's not going to cost you. It's going to cost you about half. It's about $145. It's going to cost you half of what the buff turkeys are costing you. It's finished in a buff turkey. It's got a Knob Creek 11-year profile. I think you guys, I don't know. I think you guys will enjoy it. I do. I think it's a good pick. It is a little pricey, but it's good. Ooh, that one went to the back of the throat. Hold on, boys. Maybe I should try this one. Yeah, I'm going to try the buff turkey. Eric says he's seen the pick. Can confirm. Cool. Yeah, it is a true statement. Man, that one went to the back of my throat. I hate when whiskey does that. You ever do that where you mean to get it on the front of the tongue and it hits the back and it burns a little bit? That's what just happened right there. Plus, I'm talking so much, my throat's dry. All right. I have new respect for the people that do the shopping networks right now. I really do. I really have new respect for them. All right, so we've been through those. We've been through these. Let's try the old Zach again. I'm going to put this pursuit over here before I drink it all. All right. Yep, it's sweeter though. This has a cherry nose. It does not smell like my Knob 12. It does not. It doesn't. It smells like cherry. It smells like an Eagle Rare. That's what it smells like. I'm not kidding. Yeah, there's an Eagle Rare on the nose. But then there's the Knob Creek. I mean, that's crazy to me. There's the Knob Creek. It's a muted Knob Creek. It's not as sweet as a Knob Creek. It's got the nuttiness, but it's muted. It's underneath. And on top, there's a dusty, kind of older vibe. It's like Josh told us this too. He said the way that they finish these is they wait for the coldest day of the year. They wait for the coldest day of the year, and they roll the barrels outside, and then they put the whiskey in on the coldest day of the year. And as it warms up over the months, that wood, heat gets to the wood, and it starts to release more and more of that flavor. This taste, as crazy as this sounds, it's like 3 whiskeys in one. It's got the Eagle Rare nose. It's got the dusty taste of a turkey, like an old turkey. And then it's got a Knob Creek nuttiness that sets underneath. I swear to God, that's what it's got. And I'm not making shit up. That's wow. That's good stuff. I mean, this time that I've come back to it, and Tim, I see you're in the chat. This time that I've come back to it today, it's got more of a turkey vibe than I remember. Like you can taste, it's kind of got a turkey. I'm trying to think of which turkey, the Wild Turkey 70. It's got that Wild Turkey 70 thing in it because Wild Turkey 70 is a little sweeter and a little muted, but on the nose, it's got cherry. It's weird. It's just weird. It's good weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's fun. Yeah, Tim says don't sleep on I do not sleep on that maple blueberry. Okay. The last one of the store picks I'm going to talk about, and then I promise I'm going to get to the allocations because everybody's like, here, hack, shut up. We just want to know what's allocated. Probably. And there's one pick I don't have that came in today, and I'll talk about that in a minute too. This is, I'm going to go to the bottle cam. This is my pride and joy. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is probably one of the best picks I've ever done in my life. And this is a 7.5 year Still Austin cast strength. There were only 2 barrels in the entire rick house that were this old. They were the last 2 oldest barrels. And if you know anything about Still Austin, you know that they just released a red corn that's 6 years old. So this is 1.5 years older than the red corn that was just put out. And I have had a lot of Still Austins, as you can see up here now. So I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Still Austins. And the only pick I put this behind is Nancy's pick from January. The other Nancy's picks, this is better than. I'd say that. Tanager's, let's put Tanager in its own. Like, Tanager's cheating. It's not even fair. But this, guys, this single barrel cast strength, 109 proof, which is right in the wheelhouse I love. Like, I'm going to tell you, like, I'm not a proof hound. I'm not. I like a good 107 to 115, 118, somewhere in there. This is the closest Still Austin has come to a classic Kentucky bourbon yet. And if you like Still Austin and you like store picks, please get this one because you're not going to find another 7.5 year Still Austin. You're just not. And I think it's maybe $75. Man, it's worth the buy. I don't want to oversell it because I think, there's people out there that might not like Still Austin and they might not like some of the things that it does, but it's just, to me, the Still Austin, they've got enough experience now where they're starting to figure it out. Like the Blue Corn is a great example. And I see Will Claridge joined. Will's a good buddy of mine, and he loves the Blue Corn. Blue Corn is, like, to me, the Weller 12 version of Still Austin because it's just smooth. It's just smooth. It's just good bourbon. And that's what this gives off. It's just a smooth bourbon. It's a Kentucky vibe feel to it. It's got all those classic Kentucky notes. There's nothing about this bottle that you're going to go like, oh, there's something funky. There's something different. It's just like Still Austin has figured it out with this. And it's like a classic Kentucky vibe, a little bit of that Still Austin leather twang thing, but it's on the underneath. And I think it's great. David says, don't oversell it. I'm going to be around on the 19th. David, I've told other people, and I'll tell you, if you can't make the drop and you've got my Discord or you get to me at some way, somehow, I can save some bottles back, especially for you guys if you sub to my channel, we'll save you some bottles back. The only reason I want to sub is I don't want to get YouTube rich. I just want to do barrel picks with my friends. That's it. Like, that's all I want to do. I want to become monetized on YouTube so that we can do barrel picks with my friends. And that's everybody that's here in the stream. I want to have people that are part of our Patreon that like, hey, let's go do some barrel picks together. Let's pick out some whiskey. And we're going to turn every dollar into that. Like I don't need the money. I don't care about the money. I just want to have a group that goes picks good whiskey. That's it. So, Eric says the DRS. I have not had the DRS. On the day that it was released, I could not get up there. Eric, I'll gladly trade you some samples for a sample of that DRS if you're around. If we run into each other in the community here, haven't had it. It scared me away because it was only a 2-year, but still Austin does some amazing things. So appreciate it. Hey, there's my buddy. There's Nashville Mac. Sounds like for the one little craft. Yeah, I think so. And I sent this bottle up to Mac. I think he's going to crack it soon and let me know what he thinks. But I think you guys are going to like this. And I don't want. I'm going to pause a minute. I don't want to come over salesy because I think at some point you guys are like, yeah, Hack, you like it all. Well, yeah, of course I do. They're my babies. It's the first 7 barrel picks I've ever done in my life. Hopefully I'm going to get to do a lot more. So I don't want to oversell them, and I don't expect everybody to like everything I've picked. But I am going to speak from the heart about like how I feel about it. Like, and this still Austin, it's to me, I'm very proud of how it turned out. I also can't take all the credit. Laz, that suburban guy, was with me. Pete was with me. Christian Wilcroft, the barrel picker guru, he led us in a right direction. So all of those things, you got to give credit to other people, but I'm just very proud of how this one turned out. And I love it. And I hope you guys do too. Thanks, Eric. I'm looking forward to it. Look forward to getting with you, buddy. Yeah. So those are all of the store picks, I think, that I have. There's one that I don't have. It came in today, and Caleb helped me with this one. And it's a Frey Ranch pick. And the Frey Ranch pick is, let me look again, guys. I think it is 133 proof. It is. So our Frey Ranch is 133 proof. And so tell you a little story about the Frey Ranch. Do y'all want to hear the story about the Frey Ranch? If you don't, if you say Hack, just shut up, get to the allocated, let me know. I'm going to keep this under an hour, I promise, for those of you that are watching. And then I'm going to leave time at the end too. Like if you guys just want to ask me questions and kick rocks or whatever y'all want to do, that's cool. But so Frey Ranch, we went into the store on this one. We did not go to Frey, which that's a goal of mine to get to Frey someday. And they did a Zoom call. And on the Zoom call was the husband and the wife, the owners of Frey, which, I mean, the fact that they would even like do like a call with us was, screw that up, was so cool. Like super exciting. Tango, where's Liquor Zone is in Pearland, Texas. It is on 518. It is between Old Pearland and New Pearland. That's the best way to put it to you. I don't remember what the other cross street is. My mom actually lives in some senior living apartments like half a block away. And I've been taking care of her for a couple of years. And that's how I found Pete's store. And then Bruzel actually went into Pete's store. Give you a little history on Liquor Zone. And one of the things that Pete did, because he's just a cool dude, is they called Pete while Bruzel was in the store, and Pete gave away all his store picks for 1 penny each. So just to have Bruzel try them. Another cool story about Pete, if you don't know, which is a pretty cool thing, is he did a drop, last year, that was a 13th Colony cast strength rye that was a hazmat. And he was so proud of it. He drove it from Houston to Bruzel in Alabama to give it to him. And just to say thank you for coming to his store, because obviously once Bruzel came, so I was a patron of Pete's well before Bruzel, and I actually found out about Bruzel because of Pete's store, because of Liquor Zone. Crazy enough. And so then I was like, oh, this is like, he does cool stuff. And so joined the Bruzel Club, and I've been a part of their Patreon, and I actually love being in that group. I've met some super cool people, Tim and Mac, and like a bunch of other really great dudes, and hung out with them at Spillway. I'm going to be at the Bruzel Fest in September, and just, have just loved being a part of that community. But it wasn't like Bruzel led me to Liquor Zone. Liquor Zone led me to Bruzel, which is kind of a weird thing. But anyway, nobody cares about that. So the Frey pick, back to the Frey pick. We were on a Zoom call with the Frey owners, and they took us through 6 different whiskeys, and we ended up picking this barrel. And when we picked this barrel, they said, "Nah, we knew you guys were going to pick this one." I said, "Well, why did you know?" And they said, "Well, that barrel number, everything that's right next to it or very close to it, it must be one of those honey barrel spots, because every single barrel pick opportunity we've been doing, they've been picking around that spot." So it kind of validated that we got a good one. The way I would explain the Frey pick is it is like a creme brulee banana Foster and it drinks way under 133. Like it just drinks way under 133. Like it's just that good. It's got a little bit of caramel, but it's like a burnt caramel, and it's not like overly sweet. I think if you like overly sweet stuff, but then Frey has this thing going on where they've got some craft in it, but it's got like the grains shine through. Like I think Frey, and this is maybe a controversial statement, Frey is a brand that did grain to glass better than Heaven Hill to me. Like that's their whole concept. Like they've got a farm, they've got a ranch, like everything's right there. They bring it through their bourbon. And I think that you've seen Heaven Hill and some other ones try to do it. And I haven't had Star Hill yet. And I've heard it amazing. Mac loves it. I'm sure it's great. But the grain to glass series kind of fell a little short for me against the Freys. So anyway, I think it's a great pick. The Frey Ranch pick, if you haven't had one, they do. I don't have a bottle here. I could have gone and got one today, but I was super busy. But the really cool thing about Frey bottles is the very top of the bottle is actually made of copper. And so it is actually an ice mold. So just a cool little thing. And it's a really heavyweight stopper. So if you haven't had Frey, come try it out. The Frey store picks. And I don't know, like, are there a lot of you guys that are all around Houston? Are there a lot of Frey Ranch store picks around Houston? Because I don't see a ton of them. So I feel like this is pretty unique. And I hope you guys will come check it out. Hey, Padilla, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I saw Padilla at Whiskey Riot. He has been in and out of the Bruzel thing. Yeah, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be at Liquor Zone. I'm bringing my smoker. Would love to see you and your energy, Padilla. Come see me, buddy. All right. So I've talked about all the picks. Brad says he agrees. Has a grain to glass series bottle. He prefers the Frey. Yeah, Brad, that's how I feel too. I mean, that's how I feel too. I'm going to check Instagram over here. Justin asked me, what time do we need to be able to? So Justin, I think, so here's the question Justin asked for those of you that are on YouTube that you don't see it. Does any idea what time we need to show up to be able to get the store picks? Here's what I would tell you. Still Austin, 180-ish bottles. Harrison Brothers, I think he's under 15 bottles. Old Zach, 60-ish, somewhere in there. Pursuit, 160 bottles. Good Times Pecan Rye, 170 bottles. Blueberry Maple, 80 bottles, 70 bottles, 70, 80. I don't quote me. 70, 80. Old Forester, I think he's got a shit ton still, like tons. Frey is going to be another one that's going to be about 160 bottles. So why I'm telling you the bottle count of the store picks is because it'll be based upon how many people show up. I'm heading there after work tomorrow, and we're going to camp out. Not because I can't get access to any of these bottles, because I have them all. And I'm not bragging. That's not what I'm meant to do. But I'm saying that because I like to hang out and just drink whiskey with my friends and make new friends. So that's what we're gonna do. And so if you're in line, you're gonna get to it's limit one each, and you can buy as many. Like if you want to buy them all, and you get your raffle tickets. So the answer to the question, it depends on which bottle you want. I think some of the ones like the Still Austin and the ones that have a higher bottle count, if you're in the first 100, 160, you're going to get one. If there's a line that's 500 people deep, and maybe, I don't do, and the guys that I'm in my basement dwellers, they know this. They know this. I don't camp out. I just don't. Like whiskey will come to me. I'm not impatient. Like I will get there. The only reason I'm camping out is to hang out with people. But those of you that went to Longhorn, like, I don't know, was like if they were their store picks sold out in the first 2 hours. I mean, I guess if you could answer that question, it'll help me answer Justin. Justin, I feel like I've talked all around it, but if there's a specific bottle you want, Justin, let me know which bottles you're looking for, and I'll give you an idea of when I think they're going to sell out. All right, so taking a quick break. I'm going to read the chat here. I promise we're going to get to the allocated, and I'm staying under 1 hour. I'm at 45 minutes. I'm going to stay under 1 hour, and we're going to get there. Eric says smoked meat. Yeah, brisket, sausage. Pete has to have chicken because that's his religion. So some smoked tiki chicken. Padilla said, "What's up, brother?" So he's so excited. I love how he texts. Padilla, "What's up, brother?" "Yes, sir. I'm going to be there." The way he talks and texts, it just gets me excited. It just does. That's awesome. Yeah. Eric, how's it? Was blown away by their pick. Cherry galore. Here, I'll taste it. I'll do it now. I'll do it after this one right here. Again, if you guys want to spend some time, God, that's good. And that old Zach is good. All right, so I'm gonna rinse the palate a little bit here too. I know, Eric. I saw him at Whiskey Riot. He was just like that, like super energy. Like, we need to get him some medicine. We need to medicate Padilla. We really do. Love you, Padilla. Love you. All right. So let's do this Old Forester. This is for you, Eric. Brown sugar on the nose. Yeah, light vanilla. Deep brown sugar. Like one of the things I try to do in my tasting notes is I try to do intensity, right? So intense brown sugar, light vanilla on the nose. Chocolate covered cherry. Chocolate covered cherry through the palate. Classic Brown Foreman. It's not as hot as the last one. Pete had another one, and the Liquor Zone family that goes there all the time, they know this. Pete had a pick called the Eddie Strong that was part of a firefighter fundraiser. And over ice, it's fantastic. Over a single ice cube, it's fantastic. And before anybody rags on me, whiskey's supposed to be fun. So, like, I want people to drink whiskey how they want to. Like, I like whiskey over ice at times. I like whiskey in an old fashioned. I like a blackberry smash. I like it neat. I like whiskey. So how I want to drink it is kind of, I made a peach infusion whiskey. Like, I like to drink whiskey. Like, literally, like, however I like to drink whiskey is how I like to drink it. So I think a lot of the Old Forester selections, and I'm going to get to this, Eric, is that a lot of them are better over an ice cube because they're too hot. A lot of these blue labels come off too hot. I think the black labels, which we for some reason can't get in Houston, I don't know why, are better than the blue. But this one is not as hot as the last one. I've been drinking a little bit, so I'm dealing with the spice. I had a question on what floor this is. I'm going to switch here. Check that out, guys. That is Warehouse I, level 4. One of the things that, if you know anything about Old Forester, which I know a little bit, is Warehouse I is famous for a toffee note, which I do get in this. When I talk about deep brown sugar, light vanilla, that turns into toffee, but I get a chocolate covered cherry through the middle of this. And it's look, if you're an Old Forester fan, it's a great pick. It's just what's happened to the market lately, at least that I've seen, is Old Forester is kind of everywhere. Like, the blue labels have shown up everywhere. And but if you like Old Forester, I think this is a great pick. Like, I do. And I didn't make it. Pete did. Pete did this one on his own, and it's fantastic. So anyway, Eric, I hope that helps you. Did a little tasting for you there. Hope that helps you. Hit that like if you like whiskey. That's right. And if you're not subbed to us, I'm going to beg. We really would love to have you subbed to us. We are not a big channel. We're just starting out. My friend Mac is here in the channel tonight. He and I do a live show every Sunday. We don't want to get YouTube famous, and we don't want to make a lot of money. We want to have fun and drink whiskey with our friends. And the only reason I want enough subscribers is because if we get enough subscribers and get a little cash coming in, we're going to do barrel picks. I'm going to take all that money and do barrel picks with my friends, which means anybody that's here, anybody that hangs out with us, you're going to be eligible to do those barrel picks with us. And that's what we want. So anyway, you're sold. Okay, Eric. Awesome. Eric, other Eric, I think that's his Eric here that I know is it wasn't too hot. Yeah, I agree. Oh, thank you, Padilla. I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, no, we started our channel a couple months ago. Mac and I did, a good friend, and so yeah, we're just trying. I appreciate you guys showing up. I know there's been drama in the Houston, whatever. I'm not into that. Like, I'm not into any of the Houston bourbon drama. I don't really care. I like whiskey. I like to have fun with friends, and like what you do with your money and your time, it's your business. Like, I don't really care. I want to promote what we're doing here in Houston, which is, part of the liquor zone. So I appreciate you guys being here tonight, man. Really do. I really appreciate you guys being here. All right. I'm down to 10 minutes, which means I've got to get to the allocations, right? I've got to get to the allocations. All right. Because I told you guys we would get to those. Most of you probably on Facebook. I don't do Facebook. And I thought one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to go through, I left one out, and I don't know if it's going to make it. Four Roses single barrel cast strength. It's an OESK. I don't know which floor yet, guys, but I know that he's trying to get it in. I don't think it's shown up yet, but he's got a Four Roses pick too. All right. Oh, there's a Whistle Pig pick as well. It's a 10-year rye. If you want some of that, you can get that. All right. So some of the bottles. Blanton's single barrel, $85. Most of us in Houston are kind of spoiled. Blanton's is everywhere. However, you still have Blanton's Hunter. $85 is MSRP for Blanton's now, believe it or not. So not a bad price on those. And I happen to know, I think he's got about 3 cases of Blanton's back there. Blanton's Gold, $129. I saw a store just this last week that had the Blanton's Gold for $160. So, I mean, I feel like that's a great price. Brad says just poured an Old Forester barrel proof pick to drink along with you. This one is an L2. Oh, awesome. How do you like it, Brad? Yeah, I like this I4. It's got that toffee caramel cherry cover. Like it's good, man. Blanton straight from the barrel. I saw that he had 6 of those for $140. I mean, I don't think I've seen those cheaper than $199. I feel like that's a great price. Oh, and I should say these allocations that I'm going through right now, you win them by buying store picks or buying other. For every $50 you spend in the store, you get a raffle. So it'll be a raffle. I want to say I could screw this up. Yeah, drink's a little hot. Brad, do me a favor. Don't try to be a tough guy. Put it on ice and tell me what you think. Like, put it on an ice cube, or put a couple of drops of water in it, Brad. Don't be Superman whiskey dude. Like, put a couple of drops in that bad boy, or put it on ice and tell me if it's not 100 million times better. So anyway, Bomburgers, not the PFG. This is just the normal Shanks, I think. 119. I think he had 4 bottles of that I saw. Bomburgers PFG for $129. That's a great price. I saw he had 3 bottles of that. Oh no, here's the Shanks. 1 bottle, $115. I don't know what the other Bomburgers. I don't know. Pete gets confused sometimes. So he has a shit ton of Eagle Rare for $45. Like, when I say a shit ton, I'm talking about like 10 cases. Like, he'll have enough Eagle Rare for everybody to get one if you want one. I think what's going to happen, he put it into the raffle. I don't know why, but he's got Eagle Rare for days. So if you like Eagle Rare, they're not store picks, but it's Eagle Rare. He's got a couple of the big dogs, and he's got this screwed up. He put the 1.75. He's got those screwed up on prices here, guys. And Pete does make mistakes. Like, it's just what happens. So, and also, Pete's never done a raffle before, which I should say clearly, like, it could be a shit show. And if it is, I'm not responsible. I just help do the barrel picks. I'm just gonna say, like, I'm not responsible for that. Yeah, you do have to be. Yeah, Padilla, you do have to be there to claim. So, what he's gonna do that he told me is the back side of the store. He's gonna set a table up on the. So he's in a strip center, right? And so at the back side of the strip center, he's got a back door where he's gonna set some tables up out there and do the drawing out there, and he's going to bring you from the back through to do your raffle. Now, I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to tell you guys too. If any of you on Instagram have seen Southern Spirits, and they're a South Carolina store where they do the thing where they put the paper bag over the, he's going to do some of that too. And he's going to do certain raffles where you don't know, like it could be a George T. Stagg, it could be an Eagle Rare, it could be a Penelope cigar, it could be a Stag, like a Coy Hill. Like he's going to do a thing where the bag is over it, and you have to decide on the table, which is going to be cool content. I'm going to try to shoot it on my phone, but yeah, so he's doing some fun stuff. He's trying to emulate some things that he's seen at some other liquor stores, which should be cool. I'm going to take a drink of water, guys, because I'm talking too much. So give me just a sec. I'm going to catch up on the Instagram comments too, because I've only been looking at YouTube. Elm says Corbin Cash for grain of glass, Frey for grain of glass bourbon. Good call. Probably really good call. Robert, can't wait for the bottles. Robert, come just to hang out. Justin's going to buy one of each. The YouTube channel. I was asked about the YouTube channel again, and I'm sorry if I'm spamming. I don't mean to be. But I was asked about the YouTube channel on Insta. It's at Hack and Mac, at Hack and Mac. Mac is my good friend, and we do this together normally. But I'm talking about the Liquor Zone drop, so I kind of did my own thing this tonight. So yeah, at Hack and Mac. And I think those are all the questions on Insta. I'm going to catch up on comments in YouTube. Great prices. PFG being $141.50. To be in store, already answered that. Sweet Cindy. Hey, Sweet Cindy. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. I love their videos. It's insane. Yeah, they have that 9-second. Yeah, they have the 9-second game. So I travel for work, Padilla, and I've actually been to that store, and they have little lock boxes too, where you've got to try to guess the code. And if you guess the code, it opens up the little lock box, and you can get a George T. Stagg for MSRP if you can guess. And you only get like so many guesses. It's pretty cool. Hey, Robert, thanks for swapping over. All right, so Mac, I wish you could be here too, buddy. It'd be so much fun. All right, so back through Elmer T. Lee. I think he's got about 8 of those. E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Batch 13. I'm not shitting you guys. I am not shitting. I bet he has 6 cases. 6 cases of Barrel Proof. Like they're everywhere. Like he's got a bunch. The single barrel Saz Select. He's got 1. He's got 1 of the. I think they had those. If anybody in the chat was able to get, because I know a lot of you guys that hunt are here tonight, which I'm happy to have y'all. Very happy for y'all to be here. You did the specs drop where they had a Saz pick. I'm curious to know if any of you opened that. If anybody here opened that Saz pick at specs, I want to know if there's a big difference between the single barrel Saz pick E.H. Taylor and a normal E.H. Taylor single barrel. Because I've had about 4 E.H. Taylor single barrels, and some of them I absolutely love, and some of them are meh. So I'm curious. Like if anybody in the comments, let me know if you opened that bottle. I'd love to know that. All right. E.H. small batch. I think he's got like 10 cases. It's everywhere. I mean, he's actually like, you can walk in now and buy E.H. small batch. I think he's selling it for 80, which is too high, but on the drop day, it's going to be 55. I'm hoping that he puts some of the small batches out, like just to buy when you go through the first time. I don't know. Oh my God. It's my nemesis, Mac. My nemesis is next. Elijah Craig 18. Look, 175. Ain't bad. Don't say anything negative, Mac. Be nice. Okay, we're going to keep going. All right. George T. Stagg, he has 3 2024s, $300 each. Look, I know the MSRP is $150, But tell me where else you're going to buy a George C. Stagg for 300. Tell me. I've seen some of those national pages and stuff. You're just not going to find it for that. Best nose in the game, Mac. Don't come at me with that Elijah Craig's crap. All right, Hancock single barrel 89. Great price on that. This is the one that Hack wants. If I win, I don't own. He only has one bottle, so. But I don't own a Coy Hill. But he's got a 2024 $110 Coy Hill. So if I win, that's the one I want. Jack Daniel 12, 115. Great price on that. I think it's a batch 3, which batch 3 for me of Jack Daniel 12 is the best. Like, it's fantastic. Yeah, Mac's coming. He's coming down. We're going to get him to Houston for sure. The spec single barrel that dropped is much better than the regular. Okay. Great to know. Like, I love knowing that. I want to try one. Oh, if you don't have anything, if you don't have any, Bambi. Yeah. A Disney reference. Oh shit, I just hit 1 hour and I said I'm staying on 1 hour. I'm going to keep going. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going over 1 hour. I apologize. I'm going to keep going. I promise I'm going to get through the allocations, but I apologize. Jimmy says to him, not a huge difference. The Saz pick has a stronger oak note, but not crazy. Okay. Have a Batch 3. Oh, Brad. Batch 3 JD12. It's my jam. Love it. Okay, where was I? Oh, my pour of the year. Not of the year, the pour of my life. He calls it John Bowman. He screwed up. It's A. Smith Bowman. Pete, again, kind of makes mistakes. A. Smith Bowman Cast Strength number 3 is the best pour I have in my collection of a couple hundred bottles. Hands down. $99. And I'm going to ask you guys that sell bottles something. Please keep that one. Like, if I know you can get $350 to $400 for that bottle. I know you can. But if you win that raffle, for all things sacred and holy, keep it and open it because it's so good. Or let me buy it from you. Because I need that Smith Bowman to go to a good home. I don't need it on the open market. He's only got 2 bottles. If you win it, drink it. Please. Like the other ones, I understand. That one, keep it. Please keep it. All right. So off my soapbox. I'll be nice. Here we go. All right. So Old Fitz 11, 189. Old Fitz 7-year. He says 3 bottles. I think he got like 12 more of the Old Fitz 7 for $60. Parker's for $250. He's got 1 bottle of the 13-year. I've never had one of those. I've always been told great things about the Parker's. He's got some Penelope Rio. I think he's got half a case or a case at 100. The Penelope cigar, Mac's favorite cigar blend for $90. Like, you can get Mac's favorite cigar blend for $90. Amazing. I think he's got half a case of those. The Russell Rickhouse 2024. I think I've got the one that is. I think it's Camp Nelson F is the one that is for $250. He's got the Batch 1 rare character for $100, the Batch 2 rye for $100. He's got an Exceptional Series Weeded, which is that West Virginia whiskey that's part of that Smooth Ambler thing for $219. He's got the Brook Hill for $399. I think that's a little high. He says 1 bottle. I think he might have a couple, but I think he's holding back for some people. But hey, you can't get Brook Hills very often. I think Specs had those for $300, but he's a little high, but whatever. He's got 1 Stag store pick from Faust, which I think is 136 proof, if I remember right. Memory fades me. I'm old. He's got 1 bottle of that for $90. He's got about 12 Stag 24Ds for $75. There's your Star Hill. He's only got 1 at $140. That might be the one I go for too, Mac. If I win the lottery, I might go for that one because I need one. Because Mac loves that bottle. He loves it. All right. Weller Antique. That's another Faust, which is a store pick for $90. I think that is a non-chill filter as well. If you're looking for that, because I got to hold that bottle and I know it's a non-chill filter. He's got about 8 of the Weller Antique 107, $75. And then the Weller Tweet 12 Big Dog for $90. So I have taken you guys now. I went 5 minutes long, but I've taken you through all the allocations. It sounds fun to me. Like I could be better on some prices, could be worse on some prices, but no, I'm excited. So I'm going to open up the floor for any questions. If you want to ask me anything about the store, about the picks, you want me to try anything, give you some notes, or if you just want to take off and kick rocks, I understand that too. I do want to say thank you though, because I had a lot of new viewers tonight here, and thank you to Eric, thank you to Padilla. If I missed some of the new viewers, I'm sorry. But if you're new here and you haven't visited our channel before, please give us a sub. Like, please. We are fighting like hell to get to 500 subs. We're about around 150 or so. We just like to have fun, and we hang out, and we stream every Sunday night and do some random streams in between. And it costs you nothing to sub to me. I'm not asking you for money. I'm not asking you to sign up for a Patreon. I'm just asking you to click the sub button. And if you don't ever watch another video, fine. But just if you guys could sub to me, I'd appreciate it. Share with your friends too. If you got friends here in Houston and you're like, hey, there's this dude, Hack, he's in Houston. He's a real dickhead. Go watch him. Or I like him. Go watch him. Or he is an old dude that thinks he's cool, but he's not. Go watch him. If you think he's addicted to Pursuit Double Oaks, which I am, go watch him. But also sub to us, because there's a guy that's way more talented than me that's on with me most of the time. His name is Mac. So you got to put up with me tonight. But if you sub to us, you're going to get way better content when it's Hack and Mac, just so you know. Way better. It gets way, this is the floor. Like, tonight is the floor. It only gets better, guys. Only gets better. Brad says something to do regularly. Willing to fly out for the event, the weekend. Just, yeah, Brad. So, Brad, I think that the last time he did it was in December, and he's been trying to schedule this drop for like a while now. And he's been waiting for enough of the barrel picks to come. So I would guess he'll probably do another drop at the end of the year, maybe one in between. But Brad, if you want to come to Houston, you're a regular loyal follower of ours. I've got 2 extra bedrooms. We can go visit Still Austin. We could go visit Garrison Brothers. We could get Mac here at the same time. I've got a hot tub. I mean, let's go. Like, come hang out. And look, clothes are optional. Clothes are optional in my hot tub. Like, if you want to wear them, cool. If you don't, cool. Like, that's how cool it is at the Hack Casa. So yeah. So any other questions? Let's see here. 6 ball. Yeah, that's right. Right around that. Did I miss any other questions because I was rambling? I was doing too much rambling. All right. It's that time of the night where I've had some pours. I'm going to have this bad boy. This for you, Matthew. And the reason I'm going to have this bad boy too is I want to prep you guys. We're doing a live on Sunday, and I'll be putting that on our channel soon. We started a series on our channel called the Superfan series. Man, look at the color on this fucker, Mac. Mac, I know you're here. Look at this, Mac. Look at the color on this motherfucker. Look at it. God, so pretty. All right, so we're doing, get out of here, Pursuit. I know that this thing keeps trying to, like, don't look at me that way. Oh, you sexy. Get over there. All right, sorry. The Pursuit was looking at me some kind of way. All right, so we do something here on the Hack and Mac show that is our brainchild, and we've only done 1 so far, and we've got like 3 lined up, and we call it the Super Fan series. And what we do is we look for our friends or people we know that are super fans of a certain distillery. Sunday, 2 of my Basement Dweller homies, Matthew and Alan, are going to come on. Oh, do I have it here? Let me see. Wait. See if I have it. Look at those sexy beasts. Did you guys see those sexy beasts right there? They're going to be on our show on Sunday. And what they're going to do is they're going to take us through all things Garrison Brothers. So if you are a Garrison's fan, great way to tune in. If you don't know much about Garrison Brothers, you want to learn, come tune in. What we like to do is, I know a lot of shows they'll have distillers on, which maybe someday we will, but I like to have super fans of a specific whiskey on so that we could talk to them about like, hey, take us on a deep dive. Tell us about all things. Like these guys, Alan and Matthew, multiple times have volunteered bottling. Like, I don't know if you guys know this or not. This is something I learned about Garrison's, a little sneak peek, is that the only way they bottle their whiskey is through a volunteer program. And guess what you do when you're volunteering to bottle Garrison's? You get your little sip now and then. God. It's like leather's on the front. You cannot, it's a Garrison's Brothers. It's leather on the front, but it's intense and it's deep and it's smoky and it's oak and it's tobacco. And it's like, then as you set on it, as you set on this, there's something underneath. And it's light cherry. I used to think it's banana, but there's something else here. There's something. I got to do this taste one more time. Brad says the Hack and Mac art department is becoming. I wish we had a department. I made Photoshop a hobby during COVID, and so I like doing it. And so if you missed the Photoshop of our guys, let's look again. This is our guys. Shamrock and shotgun. One's got the luck, the other brings the law. There's a little hidden meaning behind that. One of them is Irish, and the other one works in law enforcement. So anyway, a little bit about my homies Matthew and Alan. But I'm super excited to have them on the show. Really excited to have them here. But this Garrison Brothers, guys, it's so, and I would not recommend if you're going to sit down, you're going to have your first pour of the night, unless you're a super fan of Garrison's, have some other pours, get the palate kind of evened out, then come to this. I have not yet tried Detling. I have one in there. But I would imagine this is kind of how Detling feels, but I really want Mac to try this next to Detling. It does have that leather vibe. But if you like Texas whiskey, and this is Texas whiskey, it's smoother than the other Garrisons I've had. There's a new question about the event on Instagram. Oh, thank you, Brad. I missed it. I'm not watching Instagram. Any idea how early people be? Maria, I will be there at around between 5 and 6 p.m. Friday. I would guess, like the December event. You guys help me out. I was in Canada. I didn't make the December event, but I think there were some people that showed up at 4 and 5 a.m. Maria, the silly thing about this drop is you're not walking into the store at 10 a.m. to buy an allocation. You're walking in the store at 10 a.m. to buy a store pick. So if you're interested in specific store picks, a few of them only have 60 bottles. So you'd want to be in the first 60. And I'm guessing 8 o'clock, like 8 a.m. Now, I don't know for sure or not if Taco Bell is open all night, but Hack's cooking a brisket all night. Brisket tacos on me. Bring your own tortilla because I don't know if I'm going to have enough. But, I mean, come early. I'll slice you up some brisket. We'll throw it on a tortilla. We'll have a whiskey at about 8 a.m. and we'll be ready for the drop. Matthew says he can help you. Yeah. So you guys that are, hey, cheers, Dave. Cheers, Dave. I'm going longer than an hour. Oh my God, here I go. Like I'm on a tangent. But the show is officially ended. Ted Brooks, thank you for subbing to us. Appreciate the sub. I'm just going to answer questions and hang out for a little bit. You guys don't have to hang out if you don't want to. Appreciate you guys being here. But anyway, so Yeah, I was talking about Garrison's Brothers because we're going to have Matthew and Alan on Sunday night, 8 p.m. Central. Come hang out with us. Come hear about Garrison Brothers because they're going to take us in a deep, deep dive. They're going to tell us all about it, all the cool stuff that I didn't know about Garrison Brothers. But and also, I just halfway serious for a minute. I'm gonna close out something real quick. I'm gonna close this out. Yeah. So halfway serious for a minute. Garrison Brothers. One of the great things about this distillery is they are all about giving back. And as you know, some of our Texas brothers and sisters have been through it with the flood. There's been loss of life, loss of kiddos, property. It's just a horrible situation. Garrison Brothers has stepped up to plate and they are doing donations. I know that Matthew probably has a link. I don't know. I may not have it set up to post here, but if you tune into us Sunday night, we'll have some links available for you to donate to the Texas flood relief efforts. Garrison Brothers always steps up in these moments. But keep praying and thinking about the people in Texas that have lost everything because they need us. And there's a bunch of different whiskey ways that I'm working on putting them all together for Sunday night. I'll be posting those on our stream of how you can support the Texas flood victims. So hope you guys tune in. Appreciate you guys. Let's see. Any questions here? Did I miss anything? If not, if I didn't miss anything, I'm going to give it a few more minutes here because I've gone over an hour. I'm going to check Insta. I answered Maria, hopefully on what time to be there. Maria, I would say 8 o'clock, unless you, 8 o'clock. If you get there at 8 a.m., I think you're fine. The only thing is bring tortillas, Maria, because we're going to have breakfast tacos. Taco Bell's next door, and I don't want to make anybody eat Taco Bell because I think that's a mistake. So we're not going to make that happen. Any other questions or anything? If not, we're going to wrap it up. I'm excited to see you guys at Liquor Zone. It's going to be a fun event. Appreciate everybody that's new that tuned in tonight. I'll let you know ahead of time. Harold says I need to open that Detling. I know I do. Here's the thing. When you have too many whiskeys to open, you get in this, like, what'll happen though is Mac and I will get on and like we're just kind of talking, like, yeah, I'm gonna open, and we just start opening shit, and I've got so many open whiskeys, like everything, like almost everything I have is open, like honestly. But I'm holding off on that Detling. Yeah, we might have a Detling Superfan, and we're working on that. We are working on a Detling Superfan. But to my Houston basement dwellers that are going to be hanging out with me, so excited to have you guys, and love the group we've created. But also, if you're here in Houston and you're not in that group, and it doesn't matter, and you just want to come to Liquor Zone and hang out, come hang out. Come have some pours. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Thank you for the message. I need to make Matthew a mod, and that way he can post it. Yeah, Detling is amazing. Agreed. Eric says every bottle he has to open. Yeah, I do too, Eric. Eric, I same. Like I love this fucking Garrison Brothers though. I love it. Like deep into the evening, like it's good. Like I get that there are people that are like, it's got too much leather hack. I understand that. But if you know what it is. Here's what it is on this Garrison's, and I'm gonna switch over right here. What it is on this Garrison's is that if you know what you're getting into, and you're like, hey, like I know what's coming. It's gonna be a kick, like it's gonna kick me, and you're expecting it. You love it, but also I think there is a magic that happens, and this is 100% on my bucket list. Like, got to happen. When you go and visit a distillery in person, what happens is you fall in love with what they're doing. Good times. Going and seeing Josh in person, going to the containers, fell in love. Still Austin. Going to see Christian, going to see how they're doing things, hearing about, like, these guys have fought their ass off to get where they are. I guess I've been on 11 distillery tours in Kentucky now. Like when you do those distillery tours and you get up and close and personal, it's like, man, like if there's anything I could recommend, if you're looking for like a bucket thing to do, plan a trip to Kentucky, go do some distillery tours. You'll learn a shit ton, but also you're going to fall in love. You're going to fall in love with the whiskey. You're going to fall in love with the process, the history. I mean, all of those things is why I mean, of course I like to drink bourbon, but also I like the history. I like being involved in it. And that's the best way I can recommend it. But anyway, here I'm going to close it out. I'm going to call it here. No more questions. Look, I didn't know. I mean, this is an impromptu thing tonight. I just wanted to get some information out about Liquor Zone. There's some great bottles that are coming. Pete runs a good store. There are things that are great. There's things that people can complain about, which I understand. But at the end of the day, it's about having fun. Whiskey's about having fun. So come hang out with us at Liquor Zone. And if not, see us here on our YouTube channel at Hack and Mac. If you're on Instagram, please follow us. Please subscribe, like us, put some comments in there, even if they're shitty. We need them. Appreciate you guys. Come see us here in Houston. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night if you're there, or we'll see you Sunday on the stream. Peace out, y'all. Whiskey's fun.